Welcome to Callawegin Fly Fishing with Robert Smart. Now, here's Robert.
Greetings. Now in this video, I'm going to tie a dry fly, and it's supposed to somewhat imitate an Isonychia Mayfly. We just call it an Incha. It's not a real hard fly to tie. The body's a little tricky, but it's always been one of my go-to flies. And I tied one earlier in an old video. Didn't do that good a job on it. This one I did a little better. It's a parachute style, and more often than not, it works great for me. Hope you enjoy the video.
Okay, I'm going to tie the Incha. It's supposed to simulate a Isonychia Mayfly. Okay, for the tail, I'm just going to use a few strands of this Coeur de Lion. Tie them on top. Okay. Now for the body, I'm just going to take a little bit of deer hair. This deer hair has some pretty good color on the tips. Put that in my stacker. Pretty even. And we don't want a whole lot sticking out the back. We'll take some, kind of roll that around the hook. And we take some looser wraps, and a little stronger. And then we're going to come on back. And a little stronger just to flare that a little bit. Then we kind of cross hatch coming forward. Like that. And we trim that off and brush it back. And we do a little trimming on that. Don't want a whole lot. Keep brushing that back and build up a little bit of a dam in front of it. trim that out a little more on top. Okay, something like that. Okay. Okay, next, I'm going to just use a foam post. I just trimmed a piece of foam. Tie that right on. And all good and tight. And a few reps in back to kind of hold it forward. Yeah, something like that. Okay. I'll find the hackle that I've been using. Next, we'll just tie this hackle on. Like that. Now for the thorax, just going to use a little bit of black dubbing. Not a whole lot. Just bring that back and forth. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay, now just gonna build up that head, cover some of that foam. I'm gonna whip finish that head. I'm gonna try to anyway. I'll trim that off. Okay. Now, next I'm going to put a drop of UV glue on this pin because I'm going to need it here in a minute. I want it all ready to go. Set that on the edge of my vise base. Get it. This is kind of a light colored Cree hackle. Bringing that around the base. Kind of snug it a little bit so it pulls into that foam. Just bring it on up. Okay, I'm going to let that hang. I'll take this, put a drop of UV right there where that hackle crosses the top. If this holds, we don't need the whip finish. That hackle makes it. I've used this before and it seems to hold up really well. And sometimes I don't get enough glue on there and it doesn't. I think I did okay this time. Let's see if it's holding. Yeah, it seems to be. Okay. We just trim that sucker off. And we'll cut our post off. Yeah, there we have it. The Incha. It's going to simulate an Isonychia. This is a very good fly.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe.